Hello and welcome to the Mavim Rules GRC Framework demo. In this demonstration we will give you a short introduction on the subject governance, risk and compliancy and give you a demonstration of our solution. First of all, let's take a quick look at the subject GRC. GRC consists of three fields of study. Governance is about how an organization has to be run in an efficient and responsible manner and how they report their policy towards all stakeholders. Processes and goals of the organization have to be aligned. Compliancy is an integral part of this. The organization has to run her policy within the existing rules and regulations that apply to them. This sounds simple but is often difficult because products and services and rules and regulations are often subject to change. Finally, every organization has to identify all risks through risk management and register the related management measures and then report on these. The importance of embedding GRC in an organization can have to do with that an organization wants to steer performances, improve the quality of their products and services, prevent damage, and eventually be in control. The difficulty is that most organizations don't see the interrelation between governance, risk management, and compliancy. Because of the many internal and external reports, rules and regulations, and all responsibilities that arise, an organization easily loses the overview. Most of the time, GRC continues to be three separate fields of study. By structuring and relating governance, risk management, and compliancy, their impact on the business operations becomes clear. These three pillars are combined in Rules GRC. It offers insight in the interrelations and their relation with the business processes. This way, an organization gets more insight and overview, and reporting and communicating on GRC becomes easy. Let's take a look at the steps we will go through to successfully embed GRC in the organization. First of all, you inventorize all information around processes, rules and regulations, policy, risk and management measures, and then structure this information and relate everything to each other using the Mavim Rules application. Subsequently, you analyze, quantify and report on this information. When this has been done, you can communicate this information to the rest of the organization. By creating a publication for your intranet or your SharePoint portal, all stakeholders can find information that is important for them. The stakeholders can give feedback on the published information, whereupon this feedback can be used to monitor and improve. Let's take a look at the demonstration of step 3 to 5. The information has already been published to the intranet where the stakeholders can find the information. Here we see the GRC start page. From this start page we can navigate to the processes, rules and regulations, risks and management measures, and management reports. Let's navigate to the processes of the organization. Next we will go to the primary process, closing agreement. We can also visualize this process in a chart. Here we see the process visualized in a process chart. When we click on one of the activities of the process, the description screen on the right gives us extra information on this activity. Furthermore, in the bottom right corner, we see the relationship screen where we can find all related information to this activity. For example, you can see which officials are involved in this process, which applications are used, which risks could occur, and which ISO norms are related. If you would like more information on these related topics, you can easily click on these topics. We can also click on the risk related to this activity. Here we see a short description of the risk, the short and long-term effects, and we can see what the chance, impact and management measures are for the risk. We can also view extensive reports where we see which risks are related to which processes. In this process risk chart, we see all the primary processes of the organization, with the related risks, the type of risk, the chance, the impact, and the management measures. If you would like more information about a certain topic, you can easily click on this topic. For example, we can click on one of the risks, and subsequently we get insight in all meta information around this risk. When we go back to the start page, we can also directly navigate to the risks. We can also view extensive reports where we can see which risks could take place in our organization and see which processes are related. The gross chance and impact, the management measures, the effectivity of the measure, the net chance, the net impact, the action log, the action holder, and the follow-up date. Let's go back to the start page. We have just seen how the processes, risks and management measures and underlying rules and regulations have been connected to each other. This gives us the possibility to create several extensive management reports in a dashboard. This gives us insight in which risks are related to processes. Here you can also see a total overview of the identified risks within the organization. From this report you can also easily navigate to the related processes. Subsequently, the stakeholders can give feedback on the published information. Here we see several forms that the stakeholders can use, like a feedback form, a risk self-assessment form, or a control comment form. The end users can give their feedback here. This feedback is sent back to the Mavim rules database, where the rules administrator can improve and communicate this information. We have now taken a short look at the Mavim rules GRC framework. If you would like to see more in-depth videos on, for example, IT governance, quality and process management, please feel free to take a look at our other videos.